How's it going? How is everyone doing on this wonderful, well, evening now? It is 8:30 on May 1st. So we are officially, what's the first, like the official first day of spring? Has it already went by or is it coming up? I don't know. Actually, it feels kind of like, it almost feels like we could just kind of blew past spring altogether, and we're already into the start of summer because it has been hot. Which, don't get me wrong, I'd rather have it hot than cold. I'm more of a warm weather person. Once it gets below about 50 degrees, I would rather just keep my ass in the house. But can't do that. Got a job to do, so I've got to go to work. Which I'm going to be doing this weekend. I'm going to go, at least Saturday, I'm going to go in and mow and take a little landscaping at 2 locations. So I can keep up on everything. So come next week, 8th through the 11th, I can make the trek to the east for about an hour and a half and go to Sonic Temple Music Festival for all 4 days. I'm not sure whether I will go right early at the morning, although I probably will because they actually did it differently this year. I'll have to see whether I like it or not, because in the past it used to be where they would have like the acts, not like the headlining acts, but the secondary acts, if you will, on like the smaller stages, kind of rotating, and some of them would overlap a little bit, or occasionally they'd have them kind of playing, opposite ends of the venue at the same time, and it's because they had so many bands, which some people complain about that. I don't have a problem with it because I think it gives you the opportunity. There's going to be some bands that, I mean, if they were all playing in order where you could see every band, you'd watch them because they're there. But it might not be somebody that you're really into. So if there's another band playing at the same time, then you can gravitate over and maybe see somebody else. But then, once you got up to about 5:30, 6 o'clock, well, more like 3:30, 4 o'clock, somewhere in there, that's when they started throwing in the headlining bands on the main stage. And then right up until, I think it was normally like the last 2 bands would just be on the main stage back to back. This year they've split it up to where they have, the 4 stages, and they have like first thing in the morning they have a band on the main stage. And then, well, I don't think first thing in the morning, they have like a couple of the smaller bands playing on the smaller stages, and then the first headlining band, at like noon on the main stage, and then smaller stages, and then headlining act, and so they're spread out throughout the day. So to see all the headlining bands, you really have to go early in the morning. So I probably will. I mean, overall, it'll be about the same amount of time that I'm normally like out, because when I work here lately, like yesterday, I went in at 4 a.m. and I didn't get home till like 7:30 at night. So it'll be about the same. Just concert, I can leave at like 9:30, 10, and then get there at 11:30, and then get home around midnight. But before we dive into the cards, I'll give you. I actually saved the set list, so I'll point out like what I think is going to be my favorite day of Sonic Temple, and I'll just tell you what bands are playing. If you're an old school metalhead like me, especially if you're really into the thrash era, that late 80s up through the 90s period of time, then Friday, main stage, Sonic Temple is where you want to be. So that would be May 9th, starting at 1 p.m. on the main stage, you have Overkill. And then at 2 p.m., you have Exodus. And then at 3:05, Testament will be taking the stage. And then at 4:40, Alice Cooper. At 6:40, Rob Zombie. And then the headliner are taking the stage at 8:50 and doing it looks like a 2-hour set is Metallica. And that's just the main stage. Other notable bands that day, you have Cannibal Corpse, you have Acid Bath, you have Hatebreed, Armored Saints, Suicidal Tendencies, All Shall Perish, Whitechapel. I mean, now of course some of those are going to be playing at other times. So all the main stage acts, I will be there to see. A couple of the other ones, I'll have to maybe jump around to catch some of them. Like in between Alice Cooper and Rob Zombie, there will be about an hour between those two, so I can head over and see like Acid Bath. And in between Testament and Alice Cooper, I could go over and see Suicidal Tendencies. So, yeah. And then to top it off, Metallica's playing probably another 2-hour set on Sunday night, but it's called a no repeat weekend. So they'll be doing a completely different set than they did Friday night. So, cool, huh? I am looking forward to it. I've got some money put back so that I can gorge myself on the wonderful food they're going to have there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we'll just do eight packs this time since I've been rambling. Yeah. It happens. Can't help myself. I'm dropping stuff all over the floor. Alright. Now that I'll shut up about the concerts and stuff, let's dive into some more of the Onyx Vintage Baseball. If you need a recap, watch the last video to see the first 10 packs. You can pull, I seen a picture where you can actually pull a triple autograph card. Wouldn't that be nice? We have Nick Kurtz. We have Dario Laverde. We have Jack Gaglione, whatever, something like that. Eli Willits. And from what I understand about these, a lot of these are rookies or they're prospects. Christian Campbell. And then I read about the parallels. They're supposed to be... Parallels are supposed to be numbered, I thought. This one, it's got to be a parallel, but I don't see a number on it anywhere. Unless they're technically not numbered on the card, they just say in the description that, this color parallel is limited to 10 and under, or 35 and under, or whatever. I don't know. I did a little research on it. I need to do maybe a little bit more. I mean, overall, unless I pull something absolutely mind-blowing out of this, I don't know whether this would be something that I would buy again. Griffin Tobias. Owen Miller. And I think the only thing that really makes the parallel is the border. Is that Thomas Witt? I mean, it was definitely a different... Well, maybe it isn't. I don't know. I don't know, honestly. Kyle Teal. Yeah, because this one's got like a gray border. Charlie Condon. But again, I don't see any number on it anywhere. And Colt Emerson. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I should look on eBay and look for this card to see. I'm sure some people probably have some of the parallels like posted for sale. Oh, we got another Paul Skeens. Cole Young. Jesu de Paula. Maybe. I don't know. Brady Harris. Roman Anthony. Alright, I've only pulled 2 autos, and on average, you're supposed to pull 5 out of each box. So, of course, we'll have, I think, 12 more packs after this. Nick Kurtz. Ethan Dingaman. Okay, now this one is definitely a parallel because it is orange. Bryce Elbridge. Okay, and this one is numbered. It's just up in the corner you can see out of 150. Alright, so that one that was... Yeah, so this one obviously wasn't a... This one isn't a parallel. I thought it was, but I guess it's just the border is meant to match like their uniform color. Alright, but yeah, so with that one you can definitely see that it's orange. You can't really see it on camera, it kind of looks yellow, but it's actually orange. Charlie Condon and Jason Chorio. Alright. So I think on average it said you're supposed to pull, is it 4? It's either 4 or 5 parallels too. So that looks like that might be the first one. Be nice. I know they have some that are numbered out of 10. But I mean, these aren't like real fancy cards to be honest. So like even the ones that are out of 10, it's just basically just the color of the card that's different. They don't have like any foil or design or anything like that. Bryce Jenkins, but that's kind of how you would expect it to be for a vintage, ones that are supposed to emulate older cards. They didn't do all that fancy stuff back then. Chase Burns. Alright, we got our second. We got our blue parallel, Travis Bazzana. This one actually has the numbered 14 out of 35. We got Leo de Bryce, whatever, and Joandre Vargas. That's the first time I pulled his card out. That'd be a name I think you would remember if you pulled out. Joandre. Different. I like it. I mean, it's different, but it's not like outrageously weird. Bryce Jenkins, Franco Ailman, Max Clark, Travis Bazzana, just base, Samuel Basals. Okay. Next pack. The next video, we will just dive right into the cards. I will not give a monologue or blah, blah, blah. Angel Genoa, I don't know. Genao. Kyle Teal. Alright, we got our third autograph for Franco Ailman. The autograph ones, I'm going to have to look up these players and see, like, what's going on with them, you know. Walker Jennings and Matt Shaw. Got a lot of base cards out of these ones. The only thing I have to say about like hobby boxes is you end up with a lot of base cards that you're really not really going to get anything out of. Christian Campbell, Josu De Paula. All right, we've got another parallel. This one looks like it's like gray for Marcelo Mayer out of 99. Carson Williams, Noah Schultz. Alright, that was it. I was reaching over for another pack. There was another pack there. Alright, so we pulled, what did we pull? We pulled three parallels and one auto. And, I don't know, that auto... Yeah, I just realized that this auto has got kind of a... It's not just like the base white border. It's got more of a like a silver, almost like refractor. It's got a little bit of a shine to it. Oh. And I didn't even realize it's numbered on the back. 3 out of 10. Well, that's nice. Maybe I should pay attention to this stuff a little bit more. Yeah, nice. I mean, 1 of 1 would be even better, but... And then the parallels we pulled out of a 150, out of a 99, and out of a 35. So, alright. Well, let me know what you think. Next video, we will just dive right in and go through the last, I believe it's 12 packs. Should be left in there. So, as always, look out for yourself and everyone around you so you have a much better chance of staying safe and healthy. Make sure you're subscribed, hit the notification bell. Come back, because I'm going to dive into the next video to finish this out here in just a couple of seconds. And it should be uploaded tonight, the day I'm doing this, May 1st. So, come back for that. See ya.